Yeah, I see the title, man. Let's get to it.
One thing we've all
Whoever
heard
thought?
ad nauseum with the past couple months is LeBron James at age 30, year 21. He's doing stuff on the basketball court that nobody's ever seen.
Nah,
And
facts
this
is
overall
going around a
narrative
whole
gets
lot.
repeated ad nauseum by Fox Sports, ESPN, Twitter, Instagram, etc. And the overall claim that a player...
And only other player I really could think of that performed at this type of level at this age is Kareem. You know what I'm saying? We react to a few videos where they were showing us how Kareem won finals MVP, age 38. I think he averaged like 27 in the finals, something like that. You know, accompanied with his rebounds and assists, of course. You know. Yeah, so we have, we have it. You know what I'm saying? That's why we really go crazy, you know? Some of us haven't. Some of us haven't seen this. I haven't, you know? I heard about it. You know, I seen a local one too, you know? But I never seen none like this before. And my people my age probably haven't either. So that's probably what it is.
At age 38, we've never seen anything like this. It's a downright bold-faced lie. As if you know NBA history, someone like
Come
Kareem
on, bro.
at age 38 was winning Finals MVP.
Yeah, bro. The knowledge is getting up there, y'all. Y'all see what's going on.
Leading his team to 60 wins and the NBA championship. But unfortunately for Kareem,
he won Finals MVP
center, and to these fans, it doesn't really matter because basketball started in 2016. And one more, I would say, a normal.
Nah, yeah, that's when I really was able to like grasp basketball. I guess you could say that's probably the first time I was able to really start understanding the game. You know, 2016. Before then, it was just basketball. I'm just hooping, like you just watching hoops. You know, I wasn't really critiquing, analyzing nothing.
Just ignore how good Michael Jordan was at age 38, as Jordan at that age was pretty damn good at an all-star level. And ironically enough, LeBron James in his high school diary is on record saying age 38 Jordan was highly...
Facts. Averaged 25 before the pre-injury, you know. I'm telling you, he was fake different. Wizards Mike was fake different before the injury, bro. You know, he started out like 23, I think, you know, and then as the season went along, he just kept getting a little bit better. Got up to 25, and then I think he tore his meniscus or something like that, you know. So he was doing his damn thing. And I'm pretty sure he accounted for like 33% of the points of his team back in that. Probably averaged like, they didn't average 75 points. That's a little crazy. But y'all get the gist, they.
Really impressive and deserve major props for averaging 25 points per game. Isn't that crazy how 20-something
How much Braun averaging right now, y'all?
Was in all of Michael Jordan
like 26,
at age
right?
38.
27?
But now in 2024, MJ in Washington.
But that's another thing, you know what I'm saying? Use the context, the pace, you know, the amount of possessions, you know, the amount of points they're scoring in general is all lower in Mike's era. So the percentage is probably higher for Mike. Okay.
Is completely ignored. And a lot of fans might say Michael Jordan, the Wizards, well, he didn't average 25 points.
It is higher for Mike, I think. I think we've seen a video that did that shit too.
But Jordan,
not this season.
LeBron wrote that quote in his diary, was actually averaging 25 points and playing at top 15 level. As pre-injury, he was averaging 24.6 points at a rank 8th
6
in the
rebounds,
NBA,
5.4 assists,
6.0 boards, 5.4 assists, 1.5 steals on 42% shooting. That is roughly a 50-game sample size of Michael Jordan at age 38, playing fantastic at an all-star level. And many forget Washington with Jordan healthy. They were a surefire playoff team, a top 10 defense, and bordering on a top 10 offense. And looking at Jordan's last 15 games before injury, he was actually getting better mid-season. As leading up to his injury, he was averaging...
I'm trying to tell y'all something, bro. You know, when I didn't react to so many damn videos, bro. Like, the knowledge is coming in use, you know? Real shit.
On above 45% shooting. Again, pretty ironic how an 18-year-old, 17-year-old LeBron James
42 to 45.
recognized how good Jordan was in 2002. But nowadays, it's not even mentioned. And of course, looking at LeBron now in 2024, him averaging 25.1 points.
Wait, when did LeBron write that book? Was that when I think he said when he was a child or something? Nah. Maybe. Oh no.
Being the
Some of the
Lakers'
videos in comments,
best
I missed
player
it.
at age 38 is also highly impressive. Now, with that being said, LeBron's overall stats, putting up these gaudy numbers, comparing them to MJ isn't really apples to apples. As of course the NBA nowadays in 2024, the points are just highly
Come
inflated
on, talk
compared to
about the
'02.
context.
And if you look at MJ's Wizards team that year, they averaged a staggering 92.8
See,
points during
you know what I'm saying? I got a
in the
little,
NBA.
I got a little wrong. You know what I'm saying? Well, I said it was the average of 75, but you know, yeah,
And of course,
that's
Jordan
about
on the
what
entire
percentage is that? That's like
year
that's,
averaged
that's a little,
22.9
that's a little
points.
odd.
That means Jordan for Washington was responsible for 24.6%
There you go, right
of his
there.
team's overall points. Keep that number in mind. Look at LeBron's Lakers in 2024,
Okay.
averaging 112.9 points, which means LeBron James averaging
Yeah,
25.1.
it just looks like a bigger difference, you know. I thought Brown was averaging like 27, 25.
Is
Sheesh.
responsible
Yeah.
for 22.2% of his squad's overall scoring. My overall point of this comparison is pretty simple.
So I was wrong
Yes.
when I said a third, you know, but a fourth. Mike accounted for a fourth of the team's points.
LeBron 2024.
And then you add the assists in as well. It's probably a third. And that's probably what the video did that I seen. It probably was assists and points. You know?
Average more raw points. But era for era, points for points, looking at the teams, the context of era, Michael Jordan's 22.9 is more impressive than LeBron's 25.1.
Yeah.
And look,
I had to
comparing
break it
these
down
two
for 'em.
players, of course, stats are highly important. But again, the context of eras is even more important. As back in '02, the team's overall spacing, pace of play, the way the game was coached is entirely different than in 2024. And of course, when it comes to the NBA media, they'll never acknowledge those stats, those comparisons, and those overall facts. As for the NBA at large, it doesn't really benefit them to propaganda Jordan, who's been retired for nearly 20 years. And it's
Yeah, that's a
much,
fact,
much
too.
easier to just push Jordan to the side, push Kareem to the side, act like those guys weren't great at age 38.
Yeah, it's because it's like in this era, LeBron's like the new guy, the new, you know, the new Jordan. Well, yeah, like the new Jordan, I guess you could say. Even though he's not Jordan, you know. He's basically our generation's Michael Jordan. So everybody's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows about LeBron. From the kids, everybody, you know? You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows about LeBron. Everybody knows about Michael Jordan too. But it's just a little easier to, I guess, sell somebody that's still playing.
And I do want to make one more point. Jordan back in '02 being 38 going on 39, him being that good at that age in 2002 was unprecedented for a perimeter player. But nowadays in 2024, with advancements in science, technology, better recovery, better training,
Talk about
guys in
it.
today's
I'm about to say it right
NBA
now.
are playing well into their mid-30s and late 30s at still elite levels. I mean, look at Kevin Durant. 31 points a
KD,
game
Steph
on
Curry,
50-50
you know.
and 90 splits. He's 35.
Yo, come on, bro.
Steph Curry, very similar.
Guys like Kyrie,
averaging 30
still out
points
there doing this
on
thing.
50-40-90 splits,
You
and
know.
also 35.
Who else
I'm not trying to
out
downplay
there?
LeBron James, but I think as you go into the 2020s, 2030s, even past that,
It's just the facts. You just, like, he just simply stating the facts right here. I don't see him trying to downplay Braun, you know, because bro still always gives Braun his credit, you know, especially when it's due. He definitely gives Braun his credit, so it's not downplaying Braun, you know.
elite
It's
NBA
just
stars are going to have
stating the
15,
facts.
20-year careers, just like him, Kareem, and Karl Malone. I mean, Tom Brady in football played
Dude,
to
you
what,
gotta go.
45, and was an MVP candidate at 44.
Sheesh.
We've never seen anything like that until this era, which goes to prove advancement in sports science benefits these guys heavily in this current
facts.
NBA era.
There's no denying that.
And one last thing I do want to do
There's no
is look
denying
at
that.
the NBA nowadays compared to '02, just stats for stats with really minor context.
Yam on him.
The NBA in '02, Jordan's first year in Washington, there was one player, that being Allen Iverson, who averaged 30 points, 5 players who averaged 25 points, and 21 guys.
Almost every team had somebody that could, put a lot of buckets up there,
who averaged 20. The average scoring of a team that year averaged 95.5 points.
So only one person averaging 30 of those is crazy.
90.7. Both those all-time ranking the bottom 10 in those categories.
Sheesh.
And most damning of all, only 4 teams in 02 averaged above 100 points per game. Looking at those numbers right there, compared to 2024, it's not even recognizable to today's NBA. And if you ask someone like Kobe, Shaq back in 02, that teams nowadays will get 120 points routinely, 130 points, they'd probably say, did they add a 5th quarter to the game? Because these stats seem inconceivable for a player in 2002. As nowadays, there is currently 6 players averaging 30-plus points in NBA record.
I'm saying, and I said that, how many players, there was almost a player that could put a lot of buckets on each team. Here's damn near 2. Just show you how much the scoring has exploded, and then defense is just lacking, bro. That's why I said, bro. I feel, well, I didn't say this. Well, I agreed. Almost took credit for my take. They need to add hand checking back, bro. Shout out to Basketball Time Machine. They need to add hand checking back. You need to make it more fair for the defense. Like, if offense is just having its way so much, make it a little easier for the defenders. Maybe add the 3-second no 3 seconds again. So the big man can stand in the paint. If say go get gritty again. Shit like that. Like,
12 players averaging 25 points and 25 guys averaging 20. And look at the league's overall scoring. Teams nowadays average 114.0 points per game, nearly 20 points higher than 2002. And the most shocking stat of all, in today's NBA, all 30 teams average above 100 points per game, with 4 teams at 120 and 7 teams above 115. My overall point of these comparisons is pretty simple.
4 teams above 120 is ridiculous.
Looking at different eras, different players who played in different styles.
7 above 115.
You can't compare stats 1-to-1 or apples to apples.
Yeah, facts. We get the gist of this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta add the context. It's always context. You gotta add it to make it make sense for real. But let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say LeBron really destroyed this myth. I mean, he did a little bit. He just let y'all know, like, y'all bugging out, basically. Yeah, let me know how y'all feel about this. Click on the last reaction, like the video, comment, and subscribe. I'm out of here, man.